What's up, everybody? You feel this beat right here? Here we go. Hey! We about to stamp this out. So if you feel me, come on.
Hi everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. So welcome if you're new to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back week after week and checking out the videos. I hope you're really enjoying these. My thought is to do a new video every week and showcase some new product that is in the Occasions Mini and the Celebration. And I would love to show you a copy of the Celebration and the Occasions Mini. However, I don't have any left. I've given away all of my catalogs, including my own personal copy, and I am waiting for more to arrive. So in the meantime, we're just going to have to trust me that both books are full of amazing items. So if you're not familiar with Celebration, so Celebration happens once a year at Stampin' Up! And for every $60 in Canada that you spend before shipping, handling, and taxes, you are able to select from exclusive items in this exclusive book. And those items are not ever brought back into catalogs or anything. So they are definitely exclusive. They have gone very heavy this year on paper. And I'm so excited about that because I think paper is something that we can all use, whether you're an avid crafter or a beginner crafter. It really doesn't matter. So I'm really, really excited about that. So they have $60 items and then they have $120 items. So, and you can pick a combination of that based on how much you are buying. So, I just ask that you use my hostess code every month when you are placing orders with me. And what that does is that helps me identify you've put an order in with me, and I send you a gift each month. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and it's just a very small token to showcase that for you. All right, so what am I showcasing today? Today I'm showcasing the Airy, what is it actually called? Flight and Airy, because I always get the names mixed up. Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, which is one of the free items. So let's take a look here. So it's the birds. Now I'm going to tell you, I feel like a broken record sometimes. When I first saw this paper, I didn't like it. I didn't like the birds. I thought they were funny looking birds. And I'm not a real bird person anyway. So I didn't love this paper, to be quite honest. Like when I saw it like this, I was like, oh yeah, okay. But I'm going to tell you that this has quickly become my favorite paper. And obviously, it has become lots of favorites paper because this is the #1 selected item out of the Celebration book right now. So this pack of paper is the very first thing that is being picked during Celebration. So let's take a look at this paper. I'm going to make you 3 cards, maybe 4 cards, I don't even remember, using this paper today. And they're very simple cards, but I just want to showcase that for you. So if you haven't seen this paper, you do get 2 sheets of each design. So this is the front, and then this would be the back. So you'll notice with Stampin' Up, a lot of the papers, the front is more detailed or more designed to it, and the back is much more subtle. And I love that because then you can actually stretch your paper out much, much longer because it's not very specific, right? This one here, OMG, okay? It is incredible. I've seen people punch this out. You're going to see in my cards today, I've actually fussy cut these out. If you are fortunate enough to have a scan cut machine, I'm sure you could run that through there. And then this is the back. Like, look how incredible. Like, I have a really hard time picking which of these papers I want to use because I love both of them. So this is definitely a great paper to love and chop. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, message me because I do, from time to time, do a love it chop it class. This one here, I'll tell you, this bird is a funny looking bird to me. Like, he looks a little bit weird. I don't know. But the colors on this paper are so soft and so elegant. It would make a beautiful sympathy card. It would make a beautiful Mother's Day card. And then the back is more of a blue wash, like watercolor type look to it. So again, very, very subtle backs. Compared to the front. This one here, so pretty. Like the colors in this Sweet, honestly, are just, or this paper pack is just incredible. And then look at this, right? So if you're coming to my Fancy Fold class tomorrow, we're gonna be using this paper actually. And then there's this one here with a series of birds. So like you could actually cut this out to make these into strips. Again, using like a punch to kind of highlight those ones. And then the back is the bubble bath and fresh freesia, kind of a look to it. I know the colors on camera probably do not showcase the incredible design and colors of these papers, but trust me, friends, trust me. Okay, so like this paper pack, I'm sorry, like this sheet does nothing for me. I'm not gonna lie, don't like these birds. You know, the one thing I will be is very honest with you. But that's okay that I don't like this side of the paper, because I have this side of the paper that I absolutely love. So this has a lot of the flirty flamingos. It has the petal pinks. It's got the boho blues in it. It is incredible. So this is why I love our paper, because it's double-sided, and just because I don't like this side, I also have this side I can use. So that doesn't make me feel so bad when I'm cutting up those birds. So I always, when I do my Love It, Chop It as well, I always keep this piece right here. So I will cut around this and put this into my package, because this actually will tell you the colors that are in this paper pack, because sometimes it's very hard to tell what colors these actually are. So instead of sitting there trying to guess, you can quickly go to this color selection here and then pick your colors from there. I will generally pick a paper, and then I'll come here and I will pick, okay, so what color is that? Okay, it's probably Flirty Flamingo. And then I'll start with that as my base. Okay, so that's kind of how I do it. So again, paper, oh wow, like incredible, honestly. And it is the #1 selected paper during celebration right now. Okay, so I'm going to make 3 cards, and I'm going to make 3 cards, and they are rather simple, but that's okay, because cards don't have to be very detailed or time consuming or anything like that. You've heard me say this numerous times. Okay, so I am actually starting with this paper here, and this is boho blue. So it is one of our in colors, and it's one of the in colors that I absolutely love. It's kind of like a grayish blue, if you will. I'm going to just put that there just to kind of reflect some of the light, because I know you can see the light off my overhead light. So this is my card base, which is my boho blue. And then what I did is I took a piece of our smoky slate, which is one of my favorite gray colors, and I embossed it with this new embossing folder. And it's a 3D embossing folder, and it is insanely beautiful. What I will do is throughout this video, I will actually pop up what product numbers and the names of these products so that you can order those very quickly. So yeah, this one is surprisingly beautiful. This one I would love to take like a finger dauber and just kind of go over that raised part. Would be beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. So, and I am terrible, if you're new to watching me, you'll understand quickly. I am terrible at knowing the names of things. I think I've been doing this for far too long that it's just beyond my brain capacity anymore. So I will pop them up into the video here so that you can see them quickly. So whenever you're using a 3D embossing folder, or actually any embossing folder at any time, really, you just want to give it a second to adhere, because what happens is that excuse me, the glue has to get right into all these little crevices, and sometimes it does take a second longer. So you just want to be cautious on that. So don't rush that process. It's very important. So this card I'm going to do is a landscape card. So this doily, I don't know what we're going to call it, doily, sure. This is actually from a brand new stamp set as well that's in the Occasions Mini. My set is out in the living room because I'm using it for a class this afternoon. But I will put the number on it and the page number so you can see here where you can find that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my dimensionals. If I can remember where I just put them. Right here, I think they are. Okay, so dimensionals. And I'm going to pop these up. So I like to pop up a lot of my elements. And my take your pick tool is in the other room. I have a class this afternoon, so I'm trying to prepare for it. So I'm trying to get everything out there that I need. So I'm going to do this as a landscape card. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this right here in the middle. Now, what I did off camera, because I figured nobody wanted to watch me do this, because that's kind of boring, is I fussy cut this bird. Okay? So, he is stinking adorable. Let me see if I can find the paper pack that he belongs to. He belongs to this paper pack here, I believe. Yeah. Okay? So, I fussy cut him. It did not take long. I do not like to fussy cut anything. FYI. I'm dropping all the paper. So for me to fussy cut him and not complain is definitely says something. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this here. Now this card's going to be very, very simple. I was going to actually put a sentiment on here. Oh, and my rhinestones are... My rhinestones are in the other room too. Everything's in the other room today. This is not good, friends. Not good, not good. Okay. We'll just make do. We will just make do. I'm trying to grab some scrap paper here, so my apologies. So I love this perennial postage stamp set. It's also in the occasions book. And I love the font on here. So if you've ever followed me or listened to me talk, you know that I am a font snob. Which means I only pick stamps that have a font that I like. And if I like the font, I'll consider purchasing it. If I don't like the font, automatically I just move on. I wanted Here for You Always, which I don't even think I've put together yet. Let me just, oh, everything's so sticky. So I have not fully put together my stamp set because I've been so anxious to just make cards that I've been putting them together as I go. So if you've never seen somebody put a stamp set together, so you get these stickers. Now these stickers are actually mirrored to the stamp set. So they are actually, if you lay this on top, it's identical to the stamp set. So it makes finding the stamp a lot easier. So they do have a split in the middle of the stickers. Then you just peel that back. And then you peel back this. And then you just lay it on top. It's like a puzzle. Lay it on top. And then very carefully pop that up. And there is your stamp. Okay? So, okay. So Here for You Always is what I'm going to use. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And then I'm going to cut down my paper. Okay? And again, I'm going to use my glass mat. I got to clean this block. This block is not very clean, is it? It's one I was just using this morning, so... Oh, shoot. Hang on. Hang on. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to actually use... I'm going to bring in the purples, I think, with this one. So I think I'll use Gorgeous Grape as the color. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I hope my Gorgeous Grape is not dry, because some of my ink pads have been drying out on me because of the temperature in my room. Okay. So let's do this. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. Let's move this here. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my paper today. Let's line this baby up. And I'm going to say Here for You Always. Okay. Not bad. It's not amazingly dark, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And I'm going to trim this down. Maybe 1.25 inches. A little bit thicker than I wanted. You know what I might actually do? Sorry, I just had a mid-thought there. I'm gonna Excuse me. I'm going to trim this down. I've got my computer glasses on, so when I'm crafting, that's not always a lovely thing. Okay. I don't do this technique very often, cutting around the words like this. Sometimes I don't love it. I think it just depends on the card, how much I enjoy it. Now, we do have a stamp set that has a bunch of words, which if I was thinking, I could have actually used that. A bunch of words, and then it actually has the dies to go with the words. So you could, instead of fussy cutting this like I am doing right this minute, you could actually use the dies to cut. Oops, my paper's moving on me. Moving on me. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna... Sometimes you should just leave stuff alone, right? Because the more I try to fuss with things, the more I end up messing it up. Ah, my fingers. Okay. I'm just going to see if I can straighten this out a bit. There. Okay. Here for you always. I'm very picky when it comes to this kind of stuff. I prefer it when it looks a little bit more rounded, not so square. Maybe I'll just do it down here. I don't know where I want to put this. Let's just put it here for right now. I don't usually get that fussy, but now I'm going to actually take my dimensionals and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to put one here. Where's the other one that I just cut? This way. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, okay. And then let's actually put the wording on the straight way, like the right way instead of upside down. Oh, you know what I did have on my desk at one point? Which I think I don't know where I put them. Oh, I put them back in my cupboard. Hang on 1 second. Bear with me, friends. Here, this is what I want. Now, my take your pick tool is in the other room. So, I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently than I wanted to. Okay. So you can see how quickly that came together. Don't know how much I love this right now, honestly, but it's fine. Sometimes the cards that I don't love the most are the ones that everybody else loves. So let's get all this mess out of here. And I can put this in my garbage can. And put that up there. All right, so card number 1. Card number 2, again, is using this beautiful paper, which is honestly so incredibly beautiful. I was looking for my Stampin' Scrub is what I was looking for. I feel like my desk is a disaster today. Disaster. Okay. So let me put this away so I don't lose this. And I want to put my stickers in here because I don't want to lose my stickers. All right, let's get that out of the way. Are we ready? I don't know where my lid went. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here we go with this one. I love the softness of this card. So for this one, what I've done is I have brought in my smoky slate. So again, because this is such a soft designer series paper, I want to make sure that the base was nice and soft. And I like doing a neutral color for the base. So what I've done is I have just I've just gone ahead. Ooh, words are tough today, friends. And I am going to use these birds. And I am going to put that straight down. So you see, like, these are super, super simple cards. So this would be an awesome Love It, Chop It, right? Because it's already cut down to the right size and we're good. So now I have gone ahead and I have cut this shape here. This shape actually comes from the same bundle as this one. So you get both of these shapes in different sizes within. So again, watch the video for that to pop up, because I will tell you what sweet that actually is. So I'm going to use my dimensionals again. Now, because I have this big long piece, I'm going to go ahead and put that, I'm going to put this here. So this one's a portrait card. I don't want to cover up the birds too much because, like, they're really, really cute birds. And then I actually, from that same paper pack, I fussy cut this bird. And again, did not take me long, and I do not like fussy cutting. Do not like fussy cutting. So I'm going to use some dimensionals here. I'm going to pop up this bird. And put this right on. So this is Lost Lagoon, this color that I'm using here, which is also this color on the back of this paper, if you can see that. So just using my dimensionals. So dimensionals give your card that extra little bit. And I just realized that my stamp set that I need to use for this card is not with me. I'm just going to go and grab it. All right, I'm not going to lie. This is the joy of being able to pre-record videos, is that I can pause, go grab my supplies, and come on back. So this is the one I'm talking about. Thoughtful Expressions. It's incredible. So let me just take a second to showcase this. I love the fonts here. This bird, beautiful. The flowers, incredible. So then when you open this up, now mine are getting a little bit messy here, but look at all these dies you get. So you get the stamp set. So it's a bundle, which means you get the stamp set and the dies. But look at it, like just these alone, forget everything else that's in here. Just these two sets of dies are beautiful. Okay. And they are stitched. So definitely something to consider. So I'm actually going to use Enjoy Your Day on this one. And I'm going to just do this in black, but I'm going to do it in black on Lost Lagoon paper. Okay. So you don't see me do that very often either. I don't know why. I just tend to go white all the time. But I thought this would be kind of fun to do. So I'm going to come this way. Make sure my paper's straight. This glass mat is the most incredible thing ever. Okay. Enjoy your day. Now, I'm going to flag this. Now, do we have a flag punch? We used to. I don't think it's current anymore. But for small ones like this, I just prefer to flag my own, honestly. So how do I do that? So I just basically find the center-ish. I don't measure. If you've ever watched my videos, you know I don't measure. And then I kind of go on a diagonal this way, and then I go on a diagonal this way. Okay. And this is what I have. Now, I might go ahead and trim this down just a hair, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that, I think maybe I trimmed that a little bit too much, but that's okay. If I hadn't said anything, you would not have noticed, right? Okay, so let me go here and here. So on your dimensional sheets, use every little bit. Use it all. Use it all because you're paying for it, so use it. So my dimensional. So if you don't have dimensionals in your standard crafting kit, it's a must-have. Enjoy your day. Okay? Look how simple that is. It's just so incredibly simple, right? Okay, so that's card number 2. Now, card number 3. I'm just moving my cards around here so I can see what I have here. Okay, so this one's a fancy fold. Or fun fold, not fancy fold, it's a fun fold. So what do I have here? Let's see. Oh boy, look at my mess on my desk. Okay, let's just move that off. Okay, see this? This color here is called Pretty Peacock. Love this color, love it. But I thought we could use this paper. Just very, very soft and it's just beautiful. So it is a 12, yes, it's 12 inches across. And then I have scored this at 4 inches and 8 inches. So I'm using my glass mat to measure. So 4 inches and 8 inches, it's a 12-inch mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this in, and I'm going to fold this back. So we're just basically doing a Z fold is really what we're doing here. Okay. And I could take my tear and tape, which I probably will do my tear and tape on this one. I'm going to just crease my paper just to make sure I get nice, crisp creases. And then my tear and tape, which I put right here in front of me. I know you're probably thinking she has no idea where her tear and tape is. I didn't know where my tear and tape was. I knew I had put it on my desk before I started the video, but of course, as I get working on my video. So tear and tape is another standard item that you should have in your crafting kit. It's double-sided tape, basically. And so I don't put it all over. That's just me, but you can do whichever you want. I find with fun folds, I like to use the tear and tape for it because as people are, using it or opening the card, you want it to be very sturdy. So what I do with tear and tape is I just take my bone folder and I push down on it. And I'm just pressing down. And what this does is it just makes it a lot easier to lift the backing off when it comes time to lift that. So I'm just going to kind of peel that back. And you see how easy that is. And then it lifts, right? Whereas sometimes you're sitting there messing around with it, trying to get the end to lift off. So it just really does help. Okay, so here is my paper. I'm going to center that. And then I'm going to put this. Now this paper, oh shoot, hang on, is just going to fit on here. I'm doing this like I've got my head in the camera, so I'm trying to make sure it's straight. Okay, so this is what we have. It's a fun fold, right? So if you come to my fun fold classes, you've seen me do this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think I actually cut a smaller piece, but this is Bubble Bath color. I think on my original card I used a bigger stamp, or a bigger element. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip this upside down. So on these ones, you notice that the dots, you can tell which way this is right and which one's wrong. This side is more flat and the dots are kind of poking out to the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tear and tape and I'm going to kind of run it on a diagonal on the back side of this element. And I usually do about 3 pieces. Okay, and again, pushing down with my bone folder. So bone folder is another thing that you should have in your standard toolkit. So I'm peeling those off. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in this incredibly beautiful pretty peacock and gold ribbon. And I'm just going to kind of go back and forth over the tear and tape. Okay. And then I'm going to take my scissors, which I should use in my paper or my ribbon snips because these ones don't cut. Okay. Let me grab my ribbon snips. My good paper snips are in my stamping bag. There we go. Okay, and I'll trim this one down just a bit. There we go. Okay, so then, now I have this. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. You can tell I love my dimensionals, right? I'll maybe go a little heavy on the dimensionals. Just because I want to make sure this really sticks. I would never normally put this many dimensionals down. Like, that's a little excessive. But because of the ribbon, I want to make sure that it stays, right? Did I get them all? Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to put this, so my ribbon is kind of going on a diagonal like such. Oh, I thought my birds were upside down for a second. That would not have been cool. Okay, so then I'm going to bring in, on my original card, I used the Pretty Peacock, but because my Pretty Peacock is out in the other room, I'm going to use boho blue. And there is some boho blue here. And so I like to take my elements and kind of go over and see which ones would fit. I'm going to do you're in my thoughts today, because I feel like that's something we can use all the time. Whoop, I got static on my hands. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay. You're in my thoughts today. Okay. I'm going to pull that back. I'll grab another block. Okay. And boho blue. So boho blue is actually a lighter grayish color. It's hard to stamp when you're trying to keep your head out of the camera. Okay, you're in my thoughts today. Now, what I could do is I could take, have I put this one together yet? No, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this flower. Come on. My fingers are not cooperating today, friends. So if there is a video you would like to see me do, or a product you'd like to see me showcase, just message me. And I would, oops, that went on very crooked. I would love to showcase something for you. Okay, so just message me and let me know. Okay, I'm going to put boho blue back, and I'm going to bring in Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath is very, very light, like very light. So I'm just going to go very lightly here. So I'm just adding the little flower. Okay, and that just kind of fills in the white a little bit. I know you probably can't see that well on camera, but I'll bring it up here so that you can see. Okay, and then what I will do is I am going to just bring this in. And I am going to pop this one up on dimensionals. Now, I can tell you right now what I did wrong. You can't tell, I'm sure. But I should have made sure that these match up, which it doesn't matter. It actually kind of gives it a bit of dimension if it doesn't. Oh, and I have a piece of white for the inside here. So then my inside would go here. Which again, I could use this bubble bath and bring in, let's just do this. Let's move this out of the way for a second. And bring this in. And just, it ties it all in together, right? And then if I had my envelopes close by, I could stamp my envelope with this as well. And then that way everything kind of ties in and is consistent and beautiful. Okay, so do you like these cards? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your input. What about this paper? So again, the only way you can get this paper is by placing an order of $60 or more before shipping and taxes through my website. And then I will also send you a free gift. Okay, so let's recap. I'll show you the card that I did originally with this one as well. This was my original card. And you can see it has more of the Pretty Peacock in it. And then it has the paper, right? So there's that one. Here's this one in more of a lighter type color. And then we have Enjoy Your Day. And then we have Here For You Always. So some very, very simple cards. But nonetheless, you'll see this one was my original one. This was way too big, I think. Needed to fill it in a bit. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are enjoying these videos, and I hope you will join me week after week for more. Again, I would love to hear what you would like me to design and develop for you. There's lots in the book, so message me and say, hey, Cindy, try this. Hey, I want to see cards with this. I have no idea how to use this. So that's what kind of gets me going, is when you give me suggestions. I love to bring those to you. So hope you will come back next week for another series of cards. And I'd love to hear your feedback. And please, please, please be sure to share this video and subscribe to my channel so that you are the very first person to know when I upload a new video. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we will talk to you very soon. Okay. Bye-bye.